All right, now let's talk. Meanwhile, thank you for that. Originality is what brings you out. There's no need to be a photocopy of someone, right?
Right.
All right, then let's talk about you and talk about your journey in the gospel music industry, the evolution of the gospel music industry, and also your album. I hear is coming out in March. I think 22nd of March, if I'm not, if
March
I'm
13th, Sunday,
13th or
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Interesting. Okay, now tell us more about that.
Fantastic. You know, I've been in music, grooming people, leading, conducting, composing, and all that. So it just occurred to me that I have to come out with an album. The last question I answered, I talked about originality, doing people's songs. That will not speak of you when you are gone, but your songs can get to any part of the world. When they're singing it, you are not even there and they are doing your songs. So this is the inspiration behind the album. So people could take up the CD, take up the audio, take up the video and play it wherever they want to, and they get the same inspiration and uplift wherever they are, even when I'm not there. So when they call me to do it, I do it naturally. But when I'm not there, they even take up the song and even decide to like do covers with it and all that. So this is the brain behind that. It's going to be a huge one and a great impact to the world.
So, okay, sorry, how long have you been working on this album? Because I'm sure it didn't just come today. Just tell us the time frame, how much you have put so much work in it to make sure this works. By March 13th, we'll be having an album from God's Glory on Akboya. So just tell us how long it's been.
Oh yeah, for the past 5 years. Now, the 5 years is not actually like I didn't want to bring the album out. I just wanted to take out my time. I bring out a single and put it out and concentrate on other things and then bring out another single. But recently, I had to put in more time into it because now I want the album to come out. So I've given it the best shot to bring out the complete album.
All right, just before we wrap up this, I would like to know, what genre would you say you favor? Is it pop? Is it jazz? Is it Afro? What's your genre? What's your sound like? What's your sound?
Beautiful. I like that question. Now, my sound is actually the gospel slow worship. You know, there is this rhythm and blues.
Yeah, R&B.
R&B.
But the gospel.
The gospel version of it, right? So, but I happen to be versatile. I do all kind of gospel. I do the slow worship, the praise, the inspirational. So basically, that influences whatever I do. So if I pick a traditional song and I'm doing it, you will have a feel of that kind of genre in it.
All right. Okay, now talking about your sound, we would appreciate if you...
I'm dancing.
Would appreciate if you just give us a feel of your sound, your freestyle, your scaling, you know, you just sing something for us. Uplift our spirits. We have a lot of people waiting for you.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
so just whatever you feel comfortable doing this time. You want some time?
Okay, I'm going to do it right now, right away.
I like that.
Okay. Lord, I want to give you glory for all you've done for me. Lord, I want to give you praise for all you've done for me. Dalu Jesus, Dalu Jesus, Dalu Jesus.
Oh, wow.
I worship you.
Thank you.
You're so faithful. I give you all the praise.
Wow.
Keep pressing on, never go back. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know how that made me feel, but at the point, I think a round of applause there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And
and it's deep. I mean, you can tell it comes from a deep place.
Did you just say Dalu Jesus, like you?
That got to me. I think that's something about your originality, and when you speak
personal.
I mean, it's personal. I felt it. Dalu Jesus. That's my language. That's my Jesus.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
amazing.
All right, and I like the fact. What do you guys call it? Is it scaling or falsetto? I don't know what you call that. What did you just
there are a lot of them. You have the riffs and runs. Riffs and runs, and then you call it scale, arranging the notes according to order of ascending order and descending order.
Wow,
Okay.
that's some good skill there. So now, now it's time for the
I know
career
what you want to talk about
challenge.
now.
Okay, now if you were not a music artist, a music coach, what other profession did you grow up saying, I want to be this, I want to be that? What other profession would you have chosen if you were not doing what you were doing now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. You know, growing up, you have this feeling like, I want to be this, I want to be that.
Lecturer?
I actually wanted to become an artist, designer, because I liked a lot of colors. I like a lot of colors. I put on my suit, I tell them the colors combination I want. I tell them the style.
You look good.
You know, so thank you so much. And then I wanted to do business, you know. But somehow, God just found me. He wants me in this thing to do his work.
Okay.
To do the music and then to do gospel. Gospel is good news.
Oh, right.
So I like
Of
it.
course. Oh, you know why I asked that? I asked that because there's something we call the career challenge.
Yeah.
So if you, for instance, if you're a music artist, if you wanted to be a doctor, I would have probably asked you to demonstrate how to be a doctor right here. But now you've said
He
artist.
said business. I think we should go with the business. He said he likes business also.
Yeah.
So maybe he should just pitch. Maybe
Okay.
pitch your
Pitch
business or your
business
product to us.
Okay, I am the CEO of one of the biggest brands you would like to work with, and you met me at the airport. I'm coming to catch a flight. My flight is in 30 minutes. I'd already boarded, and I'm going straight into the VIP section to wait for my flight. And you just bump into me, Mrs. Margaret, whatever, and you're like, I've been seeing you. I want to talk to you. Pitch your business to me in 30 seconds. Don't forget I have a flight to catch, and for a big businesswoman like me, I do not like to waste my time. So,
Angel investor.
I'm waiting. The time starts now.
Okay. All right. I'm going to be catching up a flight. I have a meeting with my business partners, and I hope to get as fast as possible because this brand is very big and massive. We have an intention of influencing the world in a big way. Apart from the fact that we want to make money, we want to transform lives because that's what counts. You pay for the value of the product that comes to you.
So why should I invest in your brand? Why did you have to stop me at the airport and tell me about your brand? So what's so special about your brand? What's the peculiarity you have that should make me invest this amount of money in your brand and work with you? So why?
Matter of fact, the uniqueness of my brand, because when we were trying to create it, we had the mind that this is what the people need. We've made our research and we saw the limitations of other products, and then we now decided that we want to improve on it. And then when you see, you can't just resist because you need it.
What's your 10-year plan?
Well, I want to see that my music, my brand gets across to the world. When I'm not there, those songs, my materials, they get to anybody in the world. I want to see that everyone has a copy of my sound. When I mean my sound, my product, in their house, their businesses, and whatever they do.
Okay, my time is up, Mr. Glory. Yes, my card. Give me a call. Thank you, don't mind.
That was a good one.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I'm just trying to, we're trying to, of course, have fun, right? You know mine, right?
Thank you.
All right, so generally, as we wrap up the segment, what do you have to say to people who will listen to you, who like your sound? Like you said, they love your sound. They want to know you. They want to get in touch. And your social media handles and generally, how to get in touch with you if they want to?
Basically, now you can get in touch with me on Facebook, Glory Onakboya. Basically, we're working on something fresh, YouTube and other handles. So that's what we basically do right now. We had those ones before, but we want to create something fresh. Like I said, we need a higher brand.
Okay.
Basically.
All right.
So you already said YouTube, Glory Onakboya.
Facebook, Glory Onakboya.
Could you spell, please, so people can...
GLORY ONAKPOYA. Glory Onakboya.
All right, that's interesting. I know there are some persons, this is a personal question anyway, there are some persons who don't accept certain genre of music. Now, if someone were to be a rap artist who is also into gospel and wants to be taught by you, would you take that challenge up? Or would you tell the person, because I know somebody who categorically, I was playing gospel, but it was rap gospel, and he categorically told me to stop that. That's not spiritual or something. I don't know if you share same same stance with the
Matter
person.
of fact, my kind of music is versatile, like I said.
Okay.
So every kind of music is accepted in the gospel terrain because the world has improved quite a lot. So if you decide to box it and restrain people from enjoying the kind of music they like, then you've limited the gospel. The gospel is good news. It's not the genre that counts, it's the content. So when you rap, it's like you're talking in a fast way. You understand what I'm saying? So you are communicating with the people, and it will interest you to know that that is the only kind of music setting people want to hear.
Yeah.
And so
that appeals to their
you
kind
cut
of
them
audience.
out of the market when you don't produce such kind of music.
And then you still cut them out of the gospel. So
Out of the gospel,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, every kind of music, the high life, even the one they call juju music is no longer juju because there's a gospel version of it, right? You have every kind of music in the gospel sector. Like I said, let's not forget that the content, the lyrics is what matters.
And the spirit.
And the spirit
And the
behind.
spirit, the spirit behind
I
the
was
music.
about
How do
Forget
I
that.
judge the spirit?
All right.
Briefly.
Now, when you sing, there is something. It's not physical. It is spiritual. But because we are singing physically, you will see me singing. But there is something that comes out of you that you just feel within you. It's an aura. You just feel it, and you know that this music or this sound is coming from a spiritual place, and that is of God. You feel it.
All right. Thank you so much, Glory, for the want of time. We may not be able to have more conversation, but trust me, I'm sure if we invite you next time, you would come, right?
Oh yeah, I
All
would
right.
be glad. I love this place.
Thank you
Actually,
so much.
we
I
had
really
a
like
great
your reception.
time. Yes,
I would
we
love
had
to
a
have
great
you
time.
too. Thank you so much.
My great pleasure.
All right, that was Glory on Nakpoya. Well, thank God I didn't call him gospel again because it looks like the
My
gospel.
name is Gospel if you want to. Because praise, you are singing the praise of God. Glory.
Correct.
Gospel,
All
good
right.
news.
Thank
so
you.
they're all together.
Well,
it.
that was Glory Gospel on Nakpoya.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, social media boards await you, and we'll wrap up the show this beautiful Friday morning. So stay with us.